I'd say, you know, barbering, hairstyling, it's about being a craftsman and being proud of your work. You know, you can take a piece of wood and then, you know, you sand it with, you know, 500 grit, and then you move to 1,000 grit, and then you move to 2,000 grit, and you think, okay, it's done. But then you just take it a little bit farther, and people notice, because the chop shop has been so successful, and the guys that we have working here are top notch. When somebody says, I like your haircut, they don't necessarily say, Jason cuts your hair. They say, you go to the chop shop, which I think is even cooler. We opened up in 2005, April of 2005. I wanted to open up my own shop where I can control the music and the atmosphere. And when I came to Berkley, one thing I noticed about Berkley was just, it was a small community, and the family dynamic was very important to me, and, you know, the location. So when I got this space, it was vacant and in really rough shape. It took me 11 months to get this place open, because while I was working, if I made enough money to buy drywall, I bought drywall. If I made enough money to buy the toolboxes, I finally bought the toolboxes, the barber chairs. Slowly, it became a shop. Somewhere in that time, my dad was here helping me build the shop, and customers started walking by, and they're like, when are you opening? When are you opening? And I'm like, next month, next month. People are like, well, I'm not getting a haircut till you open. Finally, my dad was like, I think you might have something here. You know, he really helped me build this place, swinging a hammer. And when I finally opened up on Saturdays for years, my dad came here every single Saturday with 2 cups of coffee and a dozen donuts. He was a fixture here on Saturday mornings, you know, and got to know my clientele. And it was just very special. Everybody that has worked here, we're all on the same page. I really feel like, you know, the Lord has worked in my life and has brought me people when I needed them. It's just been very organic. You put out that energy, you kind of attract like-minded people. I didn't just go to barber school, I went to cosmetology school too. Like, you learn a lot about sectioning, so you work a lot cleaner, and I have kind of like bridge that gap between barbering and cosmetology. And I think that's really what has made the chop shop its own thing. Because everybody that cuts here, whether you're a barber, you're gonna learn how to cut like a cosmetologist. If you're a cosmetologist, you're gonna learn how to cut like a barber. You know, we really learn from each other here. It's been really great. And I really feel like we have set, you know, like a standard. You know, we've got people who got their first haircut here. And I've got customers that I'm the only one that's ever cut their hair in their whole life. And, you know, that's pretty cool. So we are leaving this location, and we're moving right down the road. It's a bigger location. I'd like to say it's going to be better. God works in mysterious ways. I outgrew this place a long time ago, and I've just been in a comfort zone, and I've been happy here. This has been a great location. To me, it's been a blessing, because now there's a lot of future in the new shop. We're going to miss the marquee, the Berkley marquee, which is right above our window. I'm going to miss the memories. My dad sitting in the first chair over there. The barber, a couple barbers that were here that aren't here anymore. My kids growing up in here. My dog that came to work with me every day for 18 years that passed away. The clientele that grew up in here. I mean, I've got 3 generations of, you know, family members, you know, from grandchild to dad to grandpa that would all come here at the same time. So, I mean, they're memories I can bring with me, but it's just walking up to this door every day. Anything you want to do, you have to work hard at it. And it was 15-hour days here, building up a clientele. Not just me, but everybody that works here, you know, everybody puts their time in. That's my legacy I want to leave behind is, you know, I want my family to know that I'm a hard worker. In fact, someday, this is going to sound ridiculous, but I want to die in the barbershop. That way people can say, that guy really worked himself to death. Truth.